Welcome back to Sanctuary with Alice, where I share yoga, meditations, and affirmations to bring more wellness into your daily life. Today we're going to cover morning yoga, a full body stretch. This is a beginner-friendly class, so stay tuned for 13 minutes. And we'll begin in Hero's Pose. In this pose, we sit back on our heels, we keep our palms open on our thighs, and breathe. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and exhale. As we continue to breathe here, set an intention for today's practice and bring your hands to a prayer. Breathe in, breathe out. You may open your eyes, bring your hands to the mat. You're going to come to tabletop and round your back. Drop your head, make sure the shoulders are above your wrists. This is cow pose. Your legs are hip distance width apart, so the knees, imagine that you're going to put two fists between your knees. And then tuck in your toes, arch your back. You're dropping your shoulders here. And this is cat pose. So when you arch, you inhale. When you round your back, you exhale. So inhale, deep inhale. And then you round your back, exhale. And you untuck your toes. Tuck your toes, inhale, dropping those shoulders. Untuck your toes and exhale. Nice. These are one of my favorite two poses for beginner yoga. They lubricate your spine and allow for nice breathing. And now we're going to come into child's pose and a couple of variations here. In child's pose, we always want to sit back on our heels. Open up those legs. Knees wide apart. The forehead is on the mat. Your palms are flat on the mat. And you try to bring your chest as close to the mat as possible. You could also place your hands alongside of you. You could even have them crossed and place your head on your forearms. You could even do reverse prayer here by placing your hands behind your back in prayer. There's so many different variations you can do just from child's pose. On the inhale, come to all fours, and we're going to do thread the needle. We're going to raise the right hand and thread it through the left. And we're placing the side of our head on the mat. Inhale, look up. Open up the chest. Exhale, thread your arm and place the side of your head on the mat. Okay, we'll see from the other side. You see how I open up my chest? Threading the arm to the right. Okay, same thing. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Bring your head to the mat. Excellent. Continue to breathe here, okay? So, we'll sit back on our heels, bring our arms up, and come to a twist. This is hero twist. Whenever we do a twist, we never want to place our hand on our knee. It's always above the knee, just to protect the knees. They're very sensitive. And we're twisting from our torso. So we maintain squared hips. One knee is jolting forward. It should be aligned, your hips and your knees, and they should be together. So you're twisting from your torso. Excellent. Let's do a couple of neck stretches, tilting our head from side to side. Or you could just stay tilted on one side. There's no right and wrong here. It's just depending on how you feel. In yoga, I like the flexibility, and what's important is you align your breath with the movement. Think of it like the ocean, ebb and flow, crashing of the waves, coming in and out, going back into the sea, crashing against the shore. That's how we move in yoga. We're like water, and we're like waves, actually. Okay, let's sit here cross-legged, and we'll do seated twist. So first you inhale, look up, exhale, twist. Again, the arm is not placed on the knee. We're twisting from the torso. You could also change the crossing of your legs when you come to the other side, or you could just stay here. You're using the knee to help you prop your arm against it so that you can twist more. Inhale. Exhale. Seated forward fold. First have a flat back and then round your back. Make sure all 10 fingers are on the mat. Drop your head. Release. Excellent. Do a little side stretch here. You'll feel that in the side of your torso. If you're liking these poses and this practice, please subscribe to my channel for more beginner-friendly classes. And now we're going to do reverse tabletop. And my apologies for the people walking in the background. So the shoulders are above the wrists. We bring our hips up. We keep pushing up. Remember, the feet are hip distance width apart. So imagine there's 2 fists between your feet. Adjust your position if you may. And always when we're doing yoga outside, we can ignore people in the background. And always lift those hips. Keep lifting and drop that head. Okay, breathe in. When you lift, breathe out when you come down. Excellent. Hug your knees just to do a spine decompression. And now we're going to do a boat pose variation. So we're sitting back on our forearms. We lift one leg, then the other. Just practice lifting. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So lift. This is a modified boat pose. On the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Remember, engage the core, pins and needles in your lower back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. If you're feeling comfortable, you can lower all the way and lift. This is a workout. All right. Bend the knees, bring your feet to the mat. Lie down, flat back, extend your legs. Lift one leg, so this is ideally your left leg, and bring it closer to you, okay? Try to keep your leg as straight as possible for these leg stretches, and you can lift your head. Try to bring your head closer to the leg and the leg closer to the chest. Engage the core, so you're doing like a mini crunch. And we'll do those in a bit. Now for the right leg. Excellent. Lift, lift, lift. Bring that leg closer to you. Nice. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you bring the leg back to the mat. Now, bend the legs. Okay, 90 degrees. You're going to bring the legs down and lift. I know I did this a little too fast, but what we want to do is engage the core and slowly lift the hips one vertebrae at a time. Clasp your hands underneath you and try to bring the shoulders together. When we do that, we can lift more. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. lower. Excellent. Inhale again, one vertebrae at a time, engaging the core. And exhale, slowly coming down, one vertebrae at a time. And the last thing that goes is your butt, your glutes on the mat. Hug your knees, knee to nose. Excellent. It's a nice decompression. You can roll out your back. We'll do another boat pose variation. This time, have a flat back. Raise your one leg, then the other. So always start with your left leg. You're holding behind your thighs. And ultimately, we want to bring both legs up. Boat pose, see if you can let go. Actually, this is a boat pose, a full boat pose. Exhale, cross your legs, and come to a forearm plank. A plank to a forearm plank. So in plank, we always want to have shoulders above wrists. You could have a modified plank here. Or you can just come straight into forearm plank. Remember, the hips are lowered a little bit here. Then you have, imagine like a flat tabletop surface. Excellent. Your feet are hip distance width apart. And lower. Now we're going to come into a side forearm plank. You want to have your right hand on your hip. Again, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. And your feet are stacked on top of one another, engaging the core in order to lift. Let's come into our final pose, seated pose. Bring your hands to your heart center. On final inhale and exhale, enjoy the sun that's shining in your face. Let's be grateful for today's practice. One more Om. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.